Good morning, my name's Tom. I've done a couple of blogs and vlogs before in relation to football and a few other things, but one of my real passions is running, and I've over the last 18 months, 2 years, I've started to get into a few triathlons. Cutting a long story short, I've signed up for Staffordshire 70.3 next year, and it's going to be one of my toughest challenges to date. I've done 2 marathons, I've done an Olympic triathlon as well, so I think this has got to be up there with something that really needs a lot of training. It's the 11th of September, and I've got till middle of June next year, so I've got a good 8 to 9 months to really crack the whip and get myself up to speed as quickly as possible. I listen to quite a few podcasts, triathlon podcasts, and I don't think I'm the only person that says swimming's my weakest discipline, so that's really where I'm going to have to focus some training on. Running is probably my easier one alongside biking. I say easier, it's never easy, is it? Particularly when it's 5:30 in the morning and pissing down outside. So yeah, this is going to be my blog for the next couple of months, just to motivate myself and for my own mentality, really, just to put. I have loads of thoughts on running, so I always think that doing something like this afterwards would be a really good idea, just for helping me and hopefully other people in the future, give them an idea of how I'm doing, how my training's doing, and what works for me and what doesn't work for me might work for other people. So it might just be worthwhile me doing something like this. I'm not too sure how often I'm going to do it. It's just whenever I get free time. Spare 10-15 minutes here and post things throughout the day, so I'm not going to do one long one. I'm going to cut it up through the day, and when I get other ideas when I'm working, I can add to it then and upload the video as a whole. So my background, I've done quite a few runs, a load of 10Ks, quite a few half marathons and 2 marathons, 1 Olympic and a couple of sprint tries, so I'm kind of building myself up to being the best as can be. I'm not going to win. I'm not going to start winning first, second, and third medals. I'm not in it for prizes. I'm here for pure self gratification that I can actually do it and I can actually achieve something I put my mind to. And I've done well so far. I suppose one of the reasons I'm doing this now is I'm just coming to the end of an injury, an ankle injury that's put me out for 3 weeks, and it's been the most frustrating 3 weeks. I signed up for the 70.3. 1 week into the injury, and I'm conscious now that every day I don't train, every day is a day missed, but I've been to see a physio and I'm very conscious that I can't rush this back. I've literally had 3 weeks of nothing, no training, no swimming, no running, no biking. I've done a few walks, but I only saw the physio last Friday, so I've not really wanted to put any extra pressure on my ankles or my Achilles, which seems to be a secondary injury that's going alongside my ankle one. I think it's because my foot's compensating, my muscle and foot's compensating for my ankle injury, which has brought a little bit of an Achilles injury. But I saw a physio and he's given me a routine plan, a routine to get back up to full speed and get up to running. So today's my second run, 12-13 minutes, nothing special at all. It's essentially running for 4 or 5 minutes, walking, running, walking, running. I'm supposed to do that for 20 minutes, but I'm working today, so I've actually cut my time down somewhat. I'm going to go out for another similar type run later, 12-13 minutes, walk, run, and just get myself back up to speed. I feel fine, my distance, my speed's normally about 10-minute miles. The longer runs, 11-12-minute miles, can go further if I'm not feeling it, depending on the distance I'm doing. And these runs were sort of 10 and a bit minute miles, so similar speed. My ankle doesn't hurt, it aches a bit. I know the pain's there, I know something's there, but as most runners know, if you stop for every little injury and niggle, that you'd never get anything done. So you just kind of got to grin, bear it, and get through it, and make sure you do the stretches. Stretching for me, it's been a big eye opener. I'm not a stretcher. I kind of get up at early hours in the morning, do 1 or 2 stretches, nothing special, then get out, get back, shower, work, and that's pretty much my routine. In the evenings, finish work, get home, a few stretches, out, run, back, tea, food, bed, for as much sleep as possible because I'm usually shattered. So my physio has put me through 5-10 minutes worth of stretching before and after, which I'll do a couple of videos for to try and show you, and I'll name check the physio when I get their YouTube link if they've got it, or for social media links. And they've been fantastic for me. I just feel quite re-energised after stretching. Not almost verging on yoga. Some of the positions that they've got me doing, and some basic ones as well, like foot raises and things like that using steps. it's just a bit of a placebo effect at the moment, that, you know, anything I can do to make me feel better and better myself and get myself out there again and get myself up to speed as quickly as possible. I'm conscious that the 70.3 is going to be a 1.2 mile swim. I think it's 1.2 mile swim. I have swum a mile before. I did a mile at the Great North Swim at Windermere a few months ago. I'm confident I can do it. I just need to make sure I can do it better, and obviously with the bigger bike and the bigger run afterwards, making sure I'm not knackered by the end of it, whereas I was knackered at the end of the Windermere swim. So I need to try and get my head into that. And the Olympic distance was a similar to the swim as well, so with the mile. So again, just trying to get my head into doing more swimming than I am biking and running, really. I'm planning to do 2 swims a week. This is for the first couple of months. I've not really set my routine out yet, but I will be doing as soon as I'm back up to full speed. 2 runs, 2 swims, 2 bikes, if I can fit it in time wise, with a view to being able to be flexible on the bike, because I'm quite confident that I'll be able to. This ecliptic running with cycling is very similar, so I want to get a couple if I can get 1 long bike ride in a week, I'll be happy with that. I was doing more runs and more swims, that'd be great. That's the only morning swims for me. I need to get up, get out, get stuff done, and get myself up and running as quickly as possible swimming. I'm a member of Nuts for Tri Club, and I won't necessarily say I'm scared to go to some of their swim classes, but I've been to one, and the people there, they are mustard. They are so quick in the water, it's ridiculous. And I feel much like a 9-year-old playing football with the men. It's a big learning curve. So I'm gonna go back to them swimming. But I want to get a good month, 6 weeks worth of swimming under my belt before I even get in the water with the Nuts for Tri guys. And they're so welcoming, they're so open, and they don't care whether you can swim 10 metres or 100 metres or 100 lengths. It's whatever. They're so welcoming, warm, and happy with their advice, and fantastic. They're fantastic people. But for my own sanity, I want to have some level of fitness before I go in there. Again, long bike rides with Nuts would be great, and any other types of cycling events, sportives I can do that. I've got the long bike ride in. I've never really done a long bike ride. I've never been out for sort of 3 hours, 4 hours, so that's something I need to start looking at doing very soon. And potentially joining a running club as well. They say, don't you, the more you mix with people of a better ability, the better you get. So I think for me, I used to be a member of Sandbach Striders. Fantastic club, really nice people, and I think I might join with them, and then just to give that a bash and get myself with some really nice people and some really good runners, just to give myself that extra motivation, that extra push. You know as well as I do, it's so easy to go out and do a mundane run and not push yourself, and you're happy with 4 miles and you're done, you're fantastic. That's what you wanted to do, that's what you're out to do, and then you've done it, you're fantastic. But if you can do that 4 miles 5-10 minutes quicker, then my word, it makes a massive difference to your training. And that's the kind of push I need from a running club or to a triathlon club. So yeah, that's me. This is the first vlog, and I'll try and tidy up the pits behind me. Where are we? Over here. Yeah, I'll try and tidy up the bits behind me so it's a bit more better visuals the next time people see me. But yeah, hope everyone's doing well, and I'd really appreciate any comments. This is going straight onto YouTube, so I appreciate any comments or any advice from anything I've said. I'll listen to anything. I'll take any advice and any guidance from anybody. But no, thank you very much.